and this faith journey has produced is peace and joy. And so, God, we enter your gates today with thanksgiving. We are thanking you that we are growing up in faith. We are thanking you that we are becoming and beholding and becoming change for the time we have spent in your presence. One more time. Good afternoon, beautiful people. How are you doing? My name is Leonora Reynolds Jones, and I have the awesome privilege of being the proprietress of a wonderful kingdom enterprise. It is called Legacy Builders, and I would love it and appreciate it if you would scroll your fingers across the keyboard, type in www.legacybuilders. It's wrong finger. Not this one. It's this one, right? So legacybuilders.com is right there. You see it right down there, right? But go to that website, peruse the website, send me a note that says I was there and I like it. Feel free to check out what's going on. You will know that now in 8 days, y'all, that's right, 8 days, the global gathering is happening here in Maryland. And then in another, let's say 35 days, we have our first webinar of the year, Out of Your Head and Into Their Hands. And that is happening coming up. I think it's the second week of January. Don't quote me on that, but the date is on the website. You can go click on work with us, I believe it is. And then you would have to click on services, not services. The first one is services. The second link is like webinars or meetings or something like that. But it's up there. And so you can click on it. And you can even now secure your seat for the self-publishing webinar called Out of Your Head and Into Their Hands, right? Because that's what we want. Whatever is in your head, that book, that series, that devotional, that guide that God has been giving you and tugging at your heart. And you're like, I don't know what to do with it. Hey, pick me. And I can help you get it out of your head and into the hands of the people who need it. So that's happening. I already told you the global gathering is happening. That is December 8th, y'all. That is December 8th. Today is November 29th. We are 7 days away, like 8 days away. To tell y'all that I am excited is an understatement. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but there is something that happens from taking what is a God idea and giving birth to that thing. This is an experience. It has been interesting, faith testing, hair raising, but I have grown so much. And so I just want to encourage somebody who feels like you are at the start. You have this idea, this thing that God gave you to do, and you have no idea how it works. I just want to encourage you to take the first step today. Tell somebody. Write it down in your journal. Contact whoever you need to contact. But I do want to tell you that you need to be obedient. Your obedience will produce something, and it will produce something that far exceeds your expectations. So this is your encouragement. This is your encouragement even before we get into the broadcast. If God has been tugging and telling and leading and directing, and you've gotten 15 confirmations, I am just asking you to take a step in faith, encouraging you to take a step of faith, because you will get to the end of the journey and you will be blown away by what God does. Okay. Now, if you've been chatting with me, you're going to see that our topic for today is #facts. And like, you know me, I don't have a lot of fluff, and I'm not waiting for 500 people to join. I'm not even waiting for 10 people to join. I'm going to say what I came here to say. Hey! Y'all, one of my favorite people is on this here live. Hey, lady. Hi, Kim. I'm coming to see you soon. You know that. So just know I'm going to text you. It's okay. But seriously, y'all know I'm not on here, and I'm not like, I'm not one of those people who we going to wait for 5 people to, nope, whoever's here, we going with y'all. And if nobody's here, I'm gonna say what God told me to say, and then the rest of you can watch it on the replay, right? Because that's the beauty of social media. There is such a thing as a replay. So, having said that, today we're talking about hashtag facts. Y'all put that in the comment. Hashtag facts. Because it's a thing. Like somebody says something and it's super true, and you're like, man, I agree with that 100%. And you'll see it. Somebody put something, and one of their hashtags is hashtag facts, or and when it's hashtag facts, it feel like they be one or two things: telling your business, right? Or two, they were peeping in your window, and you're like, mind your business, because they out here putting you on Front Street. And so we say hashtag facts so frequently. Oh, hi, George. All my people are in here and in these comments. I love it. I love it. But we talk about hashtag facts all the time. And I am going to say something, and I'm really not trying to be provocative. And it is something that you have heard me say before, but I got such a supernatural revelation about this thing yesterday. And y'all know me. I'm going to give you the revelation. I'm going to tell you how it happened for me. I'm going to tell you my business, and then I'm going to get out of your way. But here's what happened. And this is something I've always said, that there's I always say, the truth has a name, and it's Jesus. Hear me. If you've talked to me for any length of time, you've probably heard me say that. The truth has a name, and his name is Jesus. Here's why that matters, and here's what that has to do with hashtag facts. And this is literally something that happened to me yesterday. So y'all know I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I have tried almost every MLM. I have started a business. At one point, I had a catering company. I was doing personal chef services. I was doing meal plannings. Like, y'all know that I am absolutely a business person. And so I have been in business for a long time, different things. And so when I was starting Legacy Builders, though, I decided, okay, this is something different. This is bigger than I thought was possible. This is bigger than I think that I can do. So I, ladies and gentlemen, got myself a business coach, because what I didn't want was the level of success that I had achieved. I didn't want to be bound by that. And they always tell you that if you want to go someplace you've never been, kind of follow somebody who's been there before. So I signed up for a business coach. And to be clear, my business coach was phenomenal. My business coach is a prophetic individual. So she knows and trusts in the Lord. So I'm not talking, that this is somebody who didn't know Jesus. This is not somebody who was not gifting, seen and unseen realm. Like, no, she was legit a business coach, legit had a gift from God, and legit built multi-million-dollar businesses several times. That is my business coach, or that was my business coach, because I have a different one now. But so I'm telling you, I went, I had in the rooms, I put my money in, I invested, I did all the things. And I'll never forget, in one of our strategy sessions, you would go through and you would talk about where you were struggling, what was happening. And I'll never forget it. I finally got my turn, got on the live, unmuted, said, okay, this is my products. First, you have to give her your website. So she takes a few minutes, she goes to your website, she looks at it, and then she starts evaluating it. And you tell her about your product, about what your problem is. And I never forget, I'm telling her, I have these products, and this is what I'm trying to do. This is the business I'm trying to build, and and I explain it all to her, and I tell her what God had told me. And she looked me dead in the face, and she said like this. She was like, you don't have a products or a services problem. She was like, and you can probably make tons of other things. Your problem is that you can't sell a secret. That is what she told me. She told me, you can't sell a secret. I had products, I had services. They were good. They were marketable. The people would find benefit in them. And you would think, like, with all of those things that, okay, Aha. Guys, she said, but you can't sell a secret. Here's why, what this has to do with hashtag facts. Ladies and gentlemen, what that was a fact. But here's what happened. That fact, to my unhealed self, became a word curse. Do you understand that my business, I began telling myself that the reason I would never be as successful for every launch that I did that flopped, for every effort that I made, for everything I did after she said those words to me, that fact became a prophetic word and not a blessing, but a curse, because for everything that didn't go well, it was because I was a secret. Some of you, I'm not even going to tell you that yet. Why? What are you saying? I am saying that sometimes the facts, not even sometimes, most of the time, all the time, and go back to my previous statement, the truth has a name, and it's Jesus. And I'm telling you about facts because just because it's true, as in it's a fact, doesn't mean it's the truth. Hear me. Just because it's a fact, as in it's true, it's not false. It's a reality. It is a valid understanding, a true piece of information, doesn't mean it's the truth. And what should have happened, and I'm telling y'all about me. So when she said that to me, I should have taken that fact to the truth. Many of us, and this is what I'm going to say it, many of us are where we are because we have a litany of facts and no truth. They told you that, nobody has ever done that. That's a fact. But the truth is that with Jesus, all things are possible. They told you that it's going to be hard, and that's a fact. It's been hard for everybody who does it. But the truth is, in your weakness, God is strong. And so what is hard for others, when you let God do it through you, becomes easy for you. Many of us are where we are because we have lots of facts and very little truth. Your success is contingent on the truth. And the truth is you're a lender and not a borrower, above and not beneath, that you are a joint heir with Christ. The truth is that if you let God, he will do exceedingly and abundantly above all you can ask, think, or imagine. However, we have held more tightly to the facts that have been around us than we have the truth that is Jesus. Now, let me tell you why that matters, and then I'm going to get out of your way, because look, y'all, when I tell you I got so free last night over this, because, and exactly, Kwani, what you said, it's about this internal narrative, because the fact became my internal narrative. The fact that, I'm a secret, I'm not well known, that people don't know me, that I have a limited social media following, all the things, those are facts, ladies and gentlemen. But those things did not become stepping stones to my success. Instead, they became the stronghold that blocked me from my destiny. Why? Because I never took the facts to the truth. Because here's what happened yesterday and why we are having this live. I literally got invited to an exclusive group, and I didn't think that I would get picked. If I'm honest, I'm telling y'all, I didn't think I would get picked because I don't think I had met whatever the minimum requirements is. I can give you a whole list of, this is why I wouldn't get it, and this is why somebody else would. And so when that thing happened, it was like, wait, this person, and this is what I felt, and this is what I confessed to my best friend. I said, they saw me. They saw me. And if in the middle of thousands, no joke, there were 4,000 things at stake, and 15% received an invitation, and I was one of the 15. That means that somehow I was no longer a secret, because they saw me, and what they saw was enough for me to get this exclusive invitation. And so then I started, and I sat with that, ladies and gentlemen, and I processed that thing. And what God whispered to me is, and I'll never forget it, the truth is, you were never a secret, you were hidden. And why were you hidden? Because you needed to heal. Your unhealed heart, even in that moment, I could have taken that fact, and if I had taken that fact to the truth, he would have told me, no, I'm hiding you. I'm preserving and preparing you. I'm maturing you so that when you receive that which I am promising you, that is attached to this business, to this kingdom enterprise, when you receive all that I am planning to give you, you will be, one, able to handle it, two, have the capacity to manage it well, three, steward it, and four, you will keep it, not lose it. And so he was like, you were never a secret, you were hidden. So the fact that people didn't see me, that was true. That was a fact. You can't sell a secret. If nobody knows about it, you can't sell it. That's a fact. But what the truth was, I didn't have a secret. I was hidden so that I could grow, so that I could mature, so that I could be the person who's sitting before you fully dressed in her bathrobe, which I forgot to turn off. But y'all, I live in an older house and it's super cold today. It's legit 25 degrees outside. And so my house is chilly. And so I am fully dressed. And instead of walking around in a blanket like my kids do, I put my fluffy, heavy bathrobe over on my clothes, and I was supposed to take it off and sat down here, got comfortable because I'm warm, and forgot to take it off. But that in no way detracts from the words that I'm telling you, right? And I don't feel no type of way. I know I'm fully dressed, and I also know that this that I'm telling you is exactly what God wants me to tell you and what you need to hear. Because the truth is, you have been holding on to a bunch of facts, a bunch of statements of a bunch of true statements that may not be the truth that is happening in your situation and circumstance. And so what happens, ladies and gentlemen, and what I am challenging you to do is, when you get a fact, take it to the truth. If you forget everything else I've said, when you put hashtag facts from now on, consider, while this is a fact, what does the truth have to say about it? How and that's growth, right? Because then that means you have to pause. That means you have to take time for self-examination. That means you have to spend time in the quiet with him. That means you have to wait for him to respond. And I'm not telling you none of those things are easy. And so there's any number of things, but I want you to know, just because it's true doesn't mean it's the truth. Because here's what, last thing I'm going to tell you. What does the Bible say about the truth? The truth will set you free. So if it's a fact and it has somehow bound you in a situation, right? Because that's how I knew, like, at the end of the day, what happened yesterday was I became free from the fact that had bound me. Y'all hearing me? I got free yesterday from a fact. And I knew that it wasn't the truth, because that thing had tied me in a place of not success, of incompletion, of not doing and receiving God's best. Because here's a truth as well. Here's another fact. There's a difference between facts, lies, and deception. A fact is a true statement. A fact is a true statement. My hair is pink and purple. That's a fact. You know the truth? My actual hair color is black. That's the truth. That's the truth. The hair coming out of my head, it comes out jet black. This is a temporary situation. This is permanent. Some of y'all holding on to facts that are temporary, not realizing that there's a permanent situation that's organic, that doesn't change, that just grows. But you holding on to the facts. That's you. Somebody will catch that in a little bit. But what I'm telling you is, so we have facts, which are true statements, but just because it's true don't mean it's permanent. And that's the thing. You hear me? Just because it's true doesn't mean it's permanent. I took that fact and almost made it permanent. I was going to forever not be successful because I couldn't sell a secret. Here's the truth. I was never trying to sell one. In due season, God pushed me out front. I'm a secret no more. Case in point, y'all on my live. This ain't a secret. Even if only 5 people know that Lenore Jones is going to be live every Wednesday and Friday at noon, and she's going to give you the word of God, it's not a secret. Like, y'all have bought tickets to the global gathering, be it virtual or in person. It's not a secret. And my success will not be a secret. So just because it's a fact doesn't mean it's permanent. Now, here's something I learned from Tim Ross, and this has been years ago that he said it, but it always bears repeating. There's a difference between lies and deception, okay? And I'm telling you that because here's how he described it. Deception is a mixture of true statements and false ones. What the enemy told Eve was that she will not surely die. That was a deception because, yeah, you didn't die right away, but you did die. Eve was deceived. Adam lied. A lie is the absence of truth. Hear me. A lie is the absence of truth. That means there's no Jesus in it. That's so think about the things that there is no Jesus in your life and how bound you are to those things. I ain't never gonna get married because no woman in my life has been married. Everybody, that's a lie. There's no Jesus in that. I'm always gonna be broke. There's no Jesus in that. That's a lie. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, tell me in the comments if y'all are understanding what I am saying. Lies have no truth, no Jesus. Lies bound you and tie you to things and realities that are not your own. Deceptions, they have some true statements in there, but there's error. And they come wrapped up so well that you can't differentiate which is which. And so then you end up tied up to something that's not permanent. Because again, just because it's a fact, just because it's true, doesn't mean it's permanent. Just because it's true, this is my hair and it's purple, that's a fact. Tomorrow, it's gonna be this. It could be this, because this is permanent. This color, this black, this is what grows out of my head. Some of y'all are building your lives on facts that are temporary. The numbers in your bank account, those are facts. That's your present reality. They ain't permanent. That's not the truth. The situation that you find yourself in at present, in whatever relationship, in whatever school, in whatever circumstance, yes, it's presently a truth. It's not permanent. What Jesus said is, I am so passionate about this right now, because how many of us have taken temporary situations and made them permanent through our rehearsing of an internal narrative not based on the truth? So what if it's hashtag fags? Is it the truth? So what if it is hashtag fags? If it isn't hashtag the truth? My encouragement, this thing is doing the most. Y'all, a printer is on my desk. It's over here. This black thing you see right here, that's my printer. It keeps coming on and off. But if you are just joining me, I just needed to let y'all know this. I got so free yesterday when I got such clarity on what is the difference between a fact and what is truth. And you have heard me say it. The truth has a name. It is Jesus. When you receive a fact, a present reality that is true, a true statement, those things are temporary. Your job when you receive facts is to take it to the truth and then listen, I'm just telling y'all, like, this was my yesterday. You've probably heard again, and it started for me with this business coach, woman of God, knows God, hears from God, looks at me, examines my website, looks at my finances, the numbers. I'm telling her where I'm struggling, when, and she's like, listen, you can't sell a secret. And that is true. It is true. But it was temporary. And I took that thing with my unhealed self and did not take it to the truth. Because the truth is that even though the facts are you can't sell a secret, I didn't have a secret to sell. I was hidden for a time so that I could grow, so that I could manage what was connected to the truth and what he was trying to do in my life. But it was the excuse that bound me in a temporary situation because it wasn't built on the truth that was permanent. And so I just came to free y'all today. I want y'all to take every fact that you have been used. Look, go examine it. Does it line up with scripture? Is it what the Lord has said? Like, and some of the things, y'all, like, it's true. Again, it's true. Your account's overdrawn. And so what? It's temporary. Facts are temporary. The truth is permanent. The truth has a name. It's Jesus. And what is he said? He said that all, and his God, his Father, will supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. He said, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. He said he has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So what you are struggling with, whatever, those are temporary situations that you just need to apply the truth to. I've said it 15 times. So I wanted to explain that because now here's your assignment. I want you to go back, and we got what, 34 days left in this year. Before you get to 2024, I want you to do a truth inventory. That hashtag truth inventory. I want you to look over your life, examine the last 11 months, examine your mental internal dialogue, examine the foundations upon which and the assumptions that you have been operating with. Which one are lies? Which one has no Jesus? Which one is absent all truth? Get rid of it. Which ones are deceptions? Where there's some truth, there's some true here. Some of this is true. Some of this is a temporary situation. Get rid of that too. Look at find the facts. Define the facts. What are the facts of your circumstance? What are the facts of your circumstance? This is how much we are. This is where we are. And then when you have all the facts, take all the facts and go sit with the truth. Ask him to show you himself in the middle of all of those things. And whatever he shows you, that's what you build on in 2024. Whatever he shows you, that's what you build on in 2024. And when other lies come, when other facts are revealed, go back to the truth that is permanent. You will be successful. Not one word from God has ever failed. Not one. Not one. And so I want to encourage you today, for the last 34 days of 2023, do your truth inventory and then build your 2024 and beyond only on the truth. Nobody cares about your hashtag fact because we have life and abundance in the hashtag truth. I pray that, what did he say? I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. He says, I am the way, singular, the truth, singular, and the life. What life? The abundant one. It's all tied up in whether or not you're living for hashtag facts or hashtag the truth. I pray that you were blessed today. I pray that this was like a light bulb for y'all, the way it was a light bulb for me yesterday. I pray that the latter half of your day, I pray that it is greater than the beginning. Dude, a truth inventory. Y'all, we're going to do a truth inventory. Maybe that's what I'm going to talk about for the rest of the year. How to do a truth inventory, and I'll ask the truth to tell me how to do that. But yeah, I just want y'all to pray and have a great rest of your day. I pray that the latter half of your day is greater than the beginning. And if ladies, if you have not done so, if you have a woman in your life, if you have not done so, virtual tickets are still available. A few standard tickets are still available, but premium is sold out. But we are asking, we are inviting, we are encouraging you, get your virtual tickets. The global gathering is 8 days away, and I would love to either see you in the place, right? I would love to either see you in the place or see you online. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.